I think anybody that reads the book will have a completely different take on any person.
Kelly Ripa is taking the high road. The 52-year-old talk show host appeared on Tuesday's episode of Dear Media's Not Skinny, Not Fat podcast and reacted to Kathie Lee Gifford's comment that she will not read her book, Livewire, Long-Winded Short Stories. Kathie Lee's decision came after Kelly's book made headlines for her comments about her complicated working relationship with live co-host Regis Philbin. Kathie co-hosted with Regis on the hit talk show for more than a decade before Kelly took over in 2001.
So it's a conundrum for me, right? Because I didn't see the interview, so I tend to not go into deep dives about things I can't comment on because I haven't seen them. And then I write this entire chapter is about correcting the record in real time. Do you do it? Should one do it? Theoretically, should a person correct the record in real time? Or should they not even, comment on it? Because here's the thing. It's like I talked to the people who read the book. I knew writing a book was going to open me up to all sorts of criticism, right? But people who read the book have a very different take on those chapters because they read the book.
Overall, the mom of three is looking at the positive. Although recent headlines have sparked a negative reaction from Kathie Lee, Kelly is grateful for the buzz.
It is really hard to sell a book. It's really hard to sell a book, right? And this is like week 3 of the book, right? And I mean, honestly, I'm not going to lie. I was not reading any headlines anywhere. And suddenly, all of these headlines pop up, and there's all of this attention on my book. So I am a person that tends to take a negative and turn it into a positive. And so my ultimate comment is thank you.
However, the Live with Kelly and Ryan host does believe Kathie's perspective could change once she reads the book.
I think that people that read the book will have a very different take on the book.
Do you think that if Kathie Lee read the book, would she have a different take, do you think?
I think anybody that reads the book will have a completely different take on any person.
In her book, Kelly shares stories from her personal and professional life, including her working relationship with Regis Philbin. The former soap opera admitted she was not friends with Regis outside of work and details her complicated experience working with him. Last week, Kathie said in an interview with Fox 5 that she won't be reading the book.
You never know what's true and what's not true. The minute I was in Israel and I saw that and I went, oh, I hope this isn't true. I just hope it isn't, because what's the point? I don't get it. I'm not going to read the book. I haven't read it. I don't even know if it's out yet. I know what Regis was to me, Rosanna. He was 15 years the best partner a person could ever have professionally. But he was my friend. We were dear friends. And after I left the show for the next 20 years, we became better friends.
When discussing her new book with People magazine, Kelly admitted that her Regis chapter was, quote, the hardest chapter to write, noting that there was, quote, good days and bad days during her time working together from 2001 to 2011. During a recent appearance on Watch What Happens Live, Kelly shared she didn't use her memoir to trash her former co-host, who passed away back in 2020.
You talk in the book, and I was so glad that you did, because after Regis left the show, he made a lot of comments saying that he was never invited back to the show, and not only that, you and he never spoke after the show. And you clear it up painstakingly in the book. And, as your friend, I was so glad you did it, because you became a real target in the media.
Yeah, I still am.
Right. And you were blamed for all this stuff, and they're like, she's bad, she didn't do this.
Still am.
So what is the lesson in this in clearing it up, or what do you wish you had done differently?
I wish that I had set the record straight in real time. I really trusted the people around me, all of my advisors. I don't even know what that means, but people kept telling me to take the high road, take the high road, take the high road. You know the truth, it doesn't really matter. Don't even engage. It's not a big deal. People say all sorts of things that aren't true. Why do you even let it bother you? Who cares? And by letting it hang out there, I mean, I still get, there are people that are like, I will never read this book because all you do is trash Regis. And it's the opposite of that. I don't trash Regis.
You express a lot of love for Regis in the book.
I sure do. And it's, I painstakingly wrote every single word of this book.
Yeah.
And it was hard. And those chapters were the hardest in an overall hard process for me.